Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear 3rd standard students as I welcome you daily in the class. Today also I welcome you for science lecture. My dear little gems, in the previous lecture we have finished our question bank. I hope that you have finished that too in your rough books and that you have sent all the written answers to your follow-up teachers. Obviously, those who have sent me, I have kept the note for them, but for those who have not sent me, I can just suppose that they might have sent to their follow-up teachers. Obviously, 3 or 4 names we have got highlighted from my follow-up teachers that these particular students are sending the work on the daily basis. They obviously are going to get reward once the school reopens. But for those who are not sending the work regularly, just for few basic reasons, please make sure you overcome those excuses and send the work daily, which will not take even 2 to 3 minutes, or if you are sending immediately after the lecture, in a nutshell, you will only take 35 minutes after watching the lecture. Please make sure you donate that much of time for your own studies, for your own self. Anyways, let's get started with our today's science lecture. I hope that you are sitting with your rough books. And now, if you have your textbooks with you, keep away the textbook, close your textbook and keep it inside your bag or anywhere away from you. And let's see what are we going to do today while you are doing this action. So what are we going to do is class test of chapter number 6. Yes, so like I said, if you have watched my previous lecture, so in the end I told you that today I might give you the class test video lecture. So here it is. So now you know you have been studying this since many months. Before FA1 also, I gave you many class tests to practice your chapter so that you will be able to measure how much you know and how much you don't. So let's get started with class test. So before starting, I have brought few instructions which you need to take care of. Number 1, please make sure you write all the answers. Don't miss any answers. Number 2, make sure you mention question number and answer number properly. That means, see, answers you write properly, yes. That means answer 1, answer 2. But before that you also mention question number, that which question. Number 3, write all the answers with legible writing, readable, big and clear. Not too small, not too big. And it is mandatory for you to send it to your teacher. Yes, either you can send it to me as a subject teacher or you can send it to your follow-up teachers, but make sure you send it. So I hope these instructions are very much clear in your mind. Okay, so now without wasting much of your time, let's get started with the test. Question 1 is missing letters, hard words. Yes, this is what I have introduced you in the previous lecture of class test as well. You have to, if you have learned the hard words, this will be easy for you. You have to just fill the missing letters and complete that word. So if you have learned the hard words properly or have gone through the lesson properly, you will be able to answer this. Write the answers and immediately check it. So whenever I display the answer, at that time you have to check it immediately in that 2-second time. You have to put tick mark or cross mark according to your answers. If it is right, put tick mark. If it is wrong, you have to put cross mark. Let's get started with question number 1. Please give the heading class test. Please give the heading class test obviously in the new page. Give the heading class test. And below that heading, give another heading question 1. Just write question 1, nothing else. Just question 1. And I'll be able to understand if you will write that. Okay, I hope you have written question 1. Now let's get started with question number 1. Number 1. Now you can see letters are missing which you have to fill and complete this hard word. Okay, number 1, you can see 2 words are there, hyphen is there in between, N dash L dash NG. N dash L dash NG. It is not necessary that there are 2 or 3 words. There might be any number of letters in between which you have to fill. Please write down the answer. If you recognize this word N dash L dash NG, write it down in your book, answer number 1, where you have written question 1, then you have to leave one line and write down this answer 1. Complete this hard word N dash L dash NG. I hope that you are writing the answers on your own. Okay, students, so now it's time for you to check this answer. Correct answer is non-living. Can you see? N-O-N, non, L-I-V-I-N-G, living. Non-living was this word. So please check your answer. If you have written non-living, correct spelling, please put tick mark or else put cross mark. Okay, moving on to next. Number 2, ST dash 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 dash, last alphabet is A. Please write down if you recognize which word is this. ST dash 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 A. Now again, if you have gone through the chapter number 6 textbook lesson, or you have watched my lectures properly, you have learned the hard words, you might have written the answer by now. I hope that you are writing the answers, you are trying your level best without the help of anyone, not even your book. And that is why I asked you to close your textbook and keep it away from you. Yes, you can easily copy. Choice is yours. If you want, you can. But if you will do that, you will fail to get the fun of this test. Okay, I hope you have written the answer. So the correct answer is stomata. Please check your spelling. If you have written this, put tick mark or else put cross mark. Be loyal and honest to yourself. I hope you have checked your answer. Stomata, S-T-O-M-A-T-A. Number 3, R-D-E. R-D-E. Please try to recognize this one. Once if you try to recollect all the hard words you have written in your book, you will be able to remember which is this. R-D-E. You have 2 more seconds. I hope that you are trying your level best to write the answers on your own. If you don't know, at least you can leave it empty. Still, if you don't know, you have to write answer 3 and put dash. Don't just copy it down. Okay, the correct answer is reproduce. R-E-P-R-O-D-U-C-E, reproduce. I hope you have written this. Check your spelling, check your answer. If it is same like I have presented here, put tick mark. If you have written something else, put cross mark directly. Because this is the test of hard word. If even one alphabet is wrong, you have to put cross mark. And each contains 1 mark. Moving on to number 4, C-O dash 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 A-C-H. I'll give you the hint. This is living thing. C-O dash 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 A-C-H. So please try to finish this. Try to remember the spelling. Try to recognize which hard word this will be. And I hope that you are being loyal and appearing for this class test. Because even if you will get 0, no punishment will be given. At least you will be aware of what you are knowing. Okay, so that is it. Now let's display the correct answer. Cockroach. Cockroach is the spelling. Check your spelling and check your answer. Put tick mark and cross mark accordingly. I hope you are correcting your answers properly. Okay, if you have checked this, moving on to last one, SE dash 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 O and again dash dash dash. The last alphabet is S. SE is the starting, O is the middle part, S is the last alphabet, last letter. Try to recognize this hard word and write your answer quickly. Okay. I hope that you are trying your level best. If you don't know the hard word, leave it empty. Don't copy it down from the screen. Anyways, the correct answer is here. Sense organs. So SENSE and from O starts the new word organs. So this is the compound word, combination of two words, sense organs. You know 5 sense organs we discussed about. How do we feel the change around us? By sense organs, like most of the animals do. So I hope you have written this spelling. Please check your spelling and then put tick mark and cross mark accordingly. Be loyal to yourself. This is what I can suggest you. And that is your benefit if you put cross mark if it is not right, so that you can prepare yourself for the final FA2 test. Okay. I hope this you have checked. Now students, please give another heading. Just you have to write question 2. Fill in the blanks. So please give the heading question 2. Only you have to write question 2 and nothing else. So what is question 2? Fill in the blanks, and what you have to do is just write the answers and check it immediately when displayed. So when the answers are displayed, like you checked for this missing letters hard words, same way you have to check here for fill in the blanks immediately. Don't write the questions, nothing, just write the answers and check it when I display it. But make sure you write it before I display it, don't just copy it down. And then you cannot say, oh sir, I was going to write this only. No. If you fail to write before I display, time is up. You have to just put cross mark. So you are the supervisor and you are the invigilator, you are the observer of yourself. Okay, let's get started. I hope you have given the heading question 2 on the new page. Yes. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, on the new page. Let's get started with fill in the blanks. Question number 2 test. Number 1. Now you can see options are given. So number 1, dash plants and animals are living things. Dash plants and animals are living things. Please write the answer. Options are all or few. Many times I might have given 2 options, many times I might give you 3 options, depends on me and on the question. Here the options are all or few. Dash plants and animals are living things. Just choose the correct option and write the answer. Make sure you write answer number properly. This is answer 1 if you write. And even if you don't know, you have to write answer 1 and then leave it blank. So I hope you have written your answer, you have chosen the correct option from this. Now it's the time for you to check this answer. So the correct answer is all. All plants and animals are living things, isn't it? Plants also grow, animals also grow with time. Plants have their movement, animals have their own movement. Plants reproduce with the different ways, by seeds, by the roots. Animals also reproduce by different way, giving birth to the young ones or laying the eggs. And many, if you compare, characteristics are there in both of them for the living things. All is the correct answer. In short, put tick mark or cross mark if you have written correct or incorrect answer respectively. I hope you have checked this answer. Let's move to next, number 2. Let me read the question for you. Animals moves from place to place in search of. Now here three options I have given: shelter, food and shelter. Choose the correct option and fill in the blank. Just write the answer 2 and choose any one option. Options are separated by placing comma. Animals move from place to place, that means from one place to another, in search of dash. Shelter, food and shelter. I hope that you have chosen the correct answer and that you have written it into your book, mentioning answer 2 properly. So let's check the answer. The correct answer is food and shelter, both the things they need, and they migrate from one place to another according to food and shelter need and according to the seasons. So their main need is food and shelter, for which they search and move from one place to another. Anyways, check your answers, put tick mark if you have written the same answer, or else put the cross mark. Be loyal to yourself. Okay, next, number 3. Dash plants make their own food. Options are there in the bracket: green or red. Here I have only given you 2 options. Again, if you have understood the chapter properly, you can write the answers. You can write the correct answers. Dash plants make their own food. You can see the options clearly in the bracket: green or red. I hope that you have chosen your answer and written it down in your books. Answer 3. So this much time is enough, I suppose. The correct answer is green. Green plants make their own food. While explaining you the lesson, I even explained you that the process by which green plants make their own food is called photosynthesis. For that they need air, soil, then they need sunlight, with the help of which they prepare their own food. So it is a kitchen for the plant, green leaves. Okay, I hope you have written the same answer. If not, put cross mark. If you have written the same answer, put tick mark. There is no issue of spelling because options are already there in the bracket. I hope you have checked your answer. Number 4. Plants breathe through the tiny holes called dash. Options are gills or stomata. Please think and write the answer. Plants breathe through the tiny holes called dash. Options are gills or stomata. So you should know what is gills and what is stomata to answer this properly, and for which I have explained you chapter twice. We have discussed all the theory with the explanation twice along with the question bank. I hope 90% of the students will write the correct answer. Anyways, time is up. Let's see what the correct answer is. If you have not written, don't copy it down. The correct answer is stomata. Check your answers. If you have written stomata, put tick mark, or if you have written gills, or if you have not written anything, put cross mark kindly. So when you send the photos, we will be able to recognize whether you have written correct answer or not. Okay, moving on to number 5. Dash things do not move on their own. 3 options I have given you: living, lazy, non-living. Dash things do not move on their own. In the context to textbook and your theory part, you have to answer living, lazy or non-living. Please write the answer. Try not to leave any answer blank. This is just try and error. So you will learn something if your answer goes wrong. I am not going to give you 10 times, 5 times, anything. It's just that you will test yourself. Okay, now it's time for you to check your answer. So the correct answer is non-living. Please check your answer. Non-living is the right answer. Okay. Now students, moving on to the last part of the test, kindly give the heading question 3 on the new page. State whether the following statements are true or false. Question 3, you just have to write question 3 on the new page, not the sentence I have written. What you are going to do is write the answer and check it immediately as you were doing for the previous 2 questions. And I hope this is becoming interesting for you, because immediately you are getting the correct answers to verify your answer, and you are going to pay nothing for this. You don't have to write 2 times, 5 times, anything. Just put tick and write. So you are the student and you are the invigilator, you are the corrector. You are the one who are going to give the mark to yourself. So when you will send the photo, I will check that who is loyal and who has done the modifications. Okay. Let's get started. If you have given the heading number 1. Statement is, living things need food, shelter and water to live. Read the statements, students. Understand it, because there is a possibility that I may have changed the statements. Living things need food, shelter and water to live. True or false? Please write just true or false with answer number. Please write it quickly, because it is just true or false. I will not give you much time. I hope that you are writing your answers. You are understanding the statement. Okay, let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer here is true. Why? Obviously, whether it is a plant, an animal or a human being, all the living things need food, needs shelter and water. So these are the basic necessities they need. This statement is therefore true. Please check your answers, put tick and cross. Now you know how to do it. You are the masters now. Let's move to the next one, number 2. Non-living things do not eat, drink or breathe. Write it down. What do you feel? Is this statement true or false? Non-living things do not eat, drink or breathe. According to you, is it true or false? I hope you are writing the answer. I am giving you sufficient time to understand the statements. Reading part, I am doing it for you. So non-living things do not eat, drink or breathe. So it's the time for you to check your answers. Correct answer is true. This statement is true, because living things eat, living things drink and living things breathe. So opposite to eat, non-living things do not do any of these activities, right? So these are the characteristics of living things, which non-living things do not do. They don't eat, they don't drink, they don't breathe, they don't feel the changes around them, they don't grow and so on. So this statement is therefore true. I hope you have written the same answer, and please check your answer properly. Again, every question contains 1 mark. Okay, moving on to number 3. All animals move from place to place. All animals move from place to place. That means they move from one place to another. Do they? If they, write true. If they don't, write false. Please write your answers properly. Like I said, I might have changed a few answers, few statements, sorry. So this was very easy one, isn't it? Let's see what the correct answer is and check your answer. This statement is true. Yes. So if you observe, students, when I gave you true or false originally to write it in your fair book, there the statement was all the plants and animals move from one place to another, and I have changed these statements. I have removed plants. If plants were there, then this statement was false, because plants cannot move from one place to another. This is what even I explained you while I gave you true or false for the first time. Anyways, this statement is true. If you have written the same answer, put tick mark or else put the cross mark. And I hope you are being loyal to yourself and correcting your answers. Okay, moving on to number 4. Leaves of touch me not plants open up when touched. Is this true or false? Leaves of touch me not plant open up when touched. Touch me not. Just try to understand. Even those who have common sense and they are reading this statement for the first time, they will be able to answer whether it is true or false. Okay, sufficient time you got to write true or false. Please check your answer now from the screen. This statement is false because touch me not plant is the nickname. Original name is mimosa, right? If you have watched my explanation video and if you have gone through the textbook, chapter 6, touch me not says that don't touch. If you touch, it will close. So it opens? No, it closes. That is why this statement is false. I hope you have checked your answer. And the last one, number 5. Only animals can grow with time. True or false? Please write your answers. Only animals can grow with time. Okay. So the correct answer, if you have written, please check your answers. This statement is false. Every living organism, every living things grow with time. Animals, human, tree, insects, etc. I hope you have checked this answer and put tick or cross mark accordingly. So students, that is the end of your 15 marks class test. Please sum up your scores before you send it to your teachers. That means total your scores. Every question contained 1 mark. That means if in question 1 there were 5 hard words, they were of 5 marks. Question 2, fill in the blanks, 5 questions, 5 marks. Question 3, true or false, 5 questions, 5 marks. So 15 marks test. Please at the end of this lecture easily calculate your marks, send the photos to either me or to your follow-up teachers. At the end, thought of the day by Bojani Sayyeda. So the thought is, the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. Yes, the meaning of this thought is, even if you have studied for 1 year under particular teacher, if that influence is good of that teacher, you will remember that teacher lifetime. Even when you meet after 10 years, you will remember. Moreover, you will be happy to meet that teacher. Yes, I remember this, and this was the thought given on the Teacher's Day by Sayyeda to me. I thank you, Sayyeda, for sharing such a wonderful thought and wishing me on the Teacher's Day. So yes, students, this is very wonderful thought and I appreciate Sayyeda's effort. I even am looking forward for the other students to share me few more interesting thoughts to me. So keep sending your work to the teachers, and thanks for watching this lecture. I hope that you have appeared for the test, and whenever you have appeared on the same day of the lecture on the next day, make sure you send your work, send your scores and your corrections to your teachers. With this, I end my lecture and be ready for the next class test video lecture. Till then, take care of yourself. Goodbye.